Okay, so we're going to have a look at some different angles. The first three picture we can see, we've got angles which are right angles. You've got that symbol there, just make them a little bit darker. This represents 90-degree angles. So as long as you know that that symbol means 90 degrees, you can then work out missing angles. So that right angle means 90 degrees. So what you've got is a number x plus 18 is giving you that 90 degrees. Now, once you know that, if it's a calculator paper, you can then just do subtraction. So 90 minus 18 would tell you what the missing number is. So 90 minus 18 would give you 72 as the missing angle. Now again, you can pop it in and check. If I put 72 there, 72 plus 18, I know I'm correct. Likewise, on the next one, we've got two angles. You've got an x plus 75 should total the 90-degree angle. Remember, it's inverse calculation, so you need to do 90 minus 75 to work out what that missing angle is, and that's going to give you 15 degrees. So again, we can pop that there, 15 degrees, double check, and your 75 plus 15 does equal 90, so you know you're right. Final one then on the 90-degree angles. The only difference is now we've got two angles, 35 and 33, which are being given, and then the missing angle itself. So we've got 35 plus 33 plus the missing angle x, and that is supposed to equal 90 degrees. So to make that first bit easier, you can start by adding the two numbers together to see what you've got as a total. So that's going to give you 68 plus the missing angle x to give you that 90 degrees. Then you can just pop that in your calculator. 90 minus 68, and that's going to give you 22. Just so looking back, all of these angles obviously would be degrees, so you've got 22 degrees, 15 degrees, and then the original one, 72 degrees. So they're all for 90-degree angles. I'm now going to move on and have a look at the straight lines. So a straight line is half of a full turn, and that's going to give us a total of 180 for a straight line. So on a straight line, you will always find 180 degrees. And you can also think about the 90-degree angles. That's two 90-degree angles making 180 on a straight line. Once you know the fact, you can then just use it in a calculation. So x plus 92 equals that 180 degrees. Same principles, 180 minus 92 to give you the missing angle of 88 degrees. And again, you can always double check. 88 plus 92 equals 180. On this next one, I'm just going to move it across slightly. On this next one then, you can see we've got a straight line. I can change the colour slightly. Got a straight line, and this time I've got two pieces of information. I've got this symbol here, making it bigger, remembering that from before is a 90-degree angle, and I've got that 55 there, and I need to work out the missing angle over here. So I've got 90 plus 55 first of all. That gives me 145, and I know that the 145 plus the missing angle, which is just called x, should equal that 180 on the straight line. So I just need to do inverse operation to work out the missing number. 180 minus 145, and that's going to give me the missing angle, which is 35 degrees. And then this final one, if you just have a look at it, it's a straight line, but only this time it's vertical instead of horizontal, but it's the same principles. You've got a 90-degree angle there, and you've got a 57 given. So you've got a 90 degree plus a 57, totaling 147 degrees on that straight line. We know that the whole of that should be adding up to 180. So I do inverse operation, 180 minus 147, and that's going to give me 33 degrees. Okay, so on to the final angle parts. Now we've got the next big idea, which is angles around a point. So there's your point. Angles around that point there are going to give us a full turn, which is 360 degrees. So using that, we can apply the same principles and techniques. We know 132 plus 96 plus the missing angle should give us that full turn of 360 degrees. Work out what you know. So we've got that bit there totaling 228. Remember, in the exam you can type that in a calculator if it's calculator, and we know that that's supposed to give us still the 360. So inverse operation on your calculator, 360 minus 228, and that is going to give you 132 as your missing angle. Likewise, if we look to the next question, you'd follow the same procedure. I'm going to just miss that one out and move on to the final one, which involves that final step, bringing the two things together. We know that angle is 90 degrees and we've got that angle of 156. So popping that information in, we've got 157 plus 90 plus x equals 360. Simplify what we know. So if we add those two together, that's going to give us 247 plus the x to give 360. Do the subtraction, the inverse operation, 360 minus that 247 is going to give you the remaining angle of 113. And again, remember, all of these questions, you can pop the answers back in and double check. Like, so here, I put the 113 in. If I was checking on my calculator because I got some time left over, I'd quickly type in 113 plus 157 plus 90 and double check that it does add up to 360.